What is up, guys? It is your boy MaineMania, and we are back with another episode of MK Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had this boss fight to do for maybe a week now. But I was on a cruise, and boy, do I have stories to tell. Boy, do I have so much to say. Like, so much to say. We'll say a little bit today. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the top of the Earthrealm Tower. The tower I have honestly been completely ignoring because it's a normal tower, and we know how those go. We'll jump right on into the fight. I don't even know if I remember how to play this game.
Hey, listen!
I know that sounds funny, but honestly, it's how I feel. I don't even know if I remember how to play this game. And you know what? That's not necessarily a bad thing. I went on a cruise, and I had the time of my life. I had such a great time on this cruise. It just, I don't know how else to say it, but it definitely did change me. It changed me, and it changed things because, truthfully speaking, so long story short, I purchased the Wi-Fi package knowing, I'm gonna have to record, and I need a way to record. I need to be able to play and get my battles done. So I purchased the Wi-Fi package on the cruise, but the Wi-Fi on the cruise was so slow, I actually could not connect to the game to actually play it. So, although that was frustrating in theory, it actually proved to be a blessing in disguise because not being able to play basically gave me so much time back. I'm gonna die. I have to, I can't. I'm gonna end up dying right here. Yeah, not being able to play put me in a situation. Please do not do tough. I hate blind. Just kill me. Oh well, that did not go well. I don't know if IJR can do it by himself in 45 seconds, but we're gonna do what we can do. We do not have luck if somebody stole it, unless I don't have that on him. I need you dead. You are just a thorn in my side. We're gonna tag out really quickly just to cause some cripple. Let's just see what we can do. I don't think we can do it. We're gonna cancel and tag. No, we're not gonna be able to do it. But we still gotta get out MK11 Scorpion. If I got that for free, possibility, but no. Oh wait, never mind. All right, we're gonna cancel. Ah! Jinsei hat. Nonetheless, like I was saying, right? Not being able to play this game for 5 days really opened up my eyes. And I'm pretty honest and vocal about this game. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? But not being able to play. Really opened up my eyes to how much of my time this game has been getting. And my first ever episode of Mortal Kombat Mobile, right? My first ever episode was my collection video. And I talked about how, this has always been a casual, time-wasting game for me. It's one of those things that you do when you have some time on your hands to kind of help the time go by. It's kind of like a little baby hobby that you do in your free time to just help the time go by if you kind of have nothing else to do. Yes, it can be fun, but it's something to help occupy your spare, idle time. That's what this game always was for me. This game is not one of my favorite games. Never was. Never has been. But it has been a great time waster. It has been great, activity to occupy some of my idle time. And being on this cruise ship with so much fun things to do, so many places to go, so much things to see, so many people around, so many people to meet, so much to do in real life. I found myself saying, oh, let me try to see if I can get some battles done. Couldn't connect to the game, couldn't load in. The Wi-Fi was too slow. It wouldn't actually connect to the servers. And it was a blessing because it really made me realize that, you know, this game has been taking up 2 to 3 hours of your time every single day for years now. People need to remember, I'm a 7-year veteran of this game. There are some people that have been playing for 8. There's some people that have been playing even longer, since day 1. But I'm a 7-year veteran in this game. And as I found my consecutive daily login streak at risk of coming to an end every single day, I found myself saying to myself, like, yo, I've done so much on this cruise. I'm just here, I'm there, I'm meeting people, I'm networking, I'm doing so much. And I just found myself saying to myself, like, holy hell, MK Mobile, not playing this game really made me realize how much time of my time, right? How much of my A time this game has been getting. And I'm not mad at the game, because obviously I choose to play it. But it is also a part of the fact that I'm a content creator for this game. And I'm one of the most consistent content creators for this game. I put myself up there top 5. But it's not really a game that I'm having fun playing. And it's been like that for a while now. And not being able to play made me see that even more. It made me see, like, how little of things I've been doing in my everyday life. You know what I mean? I'm kind of insulting myself here, but it is the truth. I really realized, and I've always been a very active person. You know, I go out on the weekends a lot. I always try to meet up with friends. I always try to do things. But this game gets 2 to 3 hours of my day, sometimes even more, with the crypt now being a thing and having to do so many runs of the crypt. It gets so much time of my day that I have honestly not realized that this game is basically a part-time job in itself. The average adult works 40 hours a week full-time, okay? 40 hours of your week is dedicated to working, to earn a living and make an income. I'm just giving you perspective here. Let's just say you make $1,000 a week from working. Let's just say that's what you make, right? We all make $1,000 a week from working 40 hours. The average player is dedicating maybe 25 hours plus of their time to playing this game per week. If we broke that down, the amount of things you could be doing with those 25 hours, even if you were to get a part-time job, you could be making at least like another $600 per week. And once again, I'm not here trying to shit on this game. I'm literally talking about just activities in general. Sometimes you don't realize how much time, how much of your time you commit to one specific thing. And maybe it's not the best use of your time. And when I kind of just put that in perspective and found the itch to play and get my battles done every day, but I couldn't log in, couldn't get on, it just really opened up my eyes to, oh my goodness, like I find myself with so much free time now. And mind you, there's so much to do on the ship and on the islands, but not playing this game at all made me realize, like, holy crap, I find myself with more time than I know what to do with. My homie Rain's leg is tired. It just really opened up my eyes to how much time this game requires of you in order to reap the benefits of playing. And once again, I really struggle with explaining it. But the feeling that I had was just like, wow, you have wasted so much time with this game. And the game requires so much time for really basic or minimal rewards that you could just be doing so many better things with your time. And I love making content. Content creation is something I hold near and dear to my heart. And it just really painted that picture of, you are a variety content creator, Maine. It's time to get back to that. So I say all this to say that, I talked about a lot of this and feeling this way prior to my vacation. I talked about a lot of this in the Crossroads episode. And I said it's not, doom and gloom, but the cruise just expounded on how I was feeling inside about dedicating so much time to this game. And this is episode 497. 497. We are approaching episode 500 of MK Mobile. The only other game that has more episodes is Dead by Daylight. And that's a game I stopped playing a little while ago. And, I never thought another game would get that much dedication as, Dead by Daylight. But here we are, one episode short of, my longest running series on my channel. And my collection video is coming up soon. I decided to save my collection video for episode 500. So that's coming up soon. There's going to be a lot I talk about in that episode. But with that episode, I think maybe it's time. It's time. If I learned anything from being away from this game, it's that the nature of this game is that instead of it being a game you dedicate your idle time to, it becomes a game that tries to occupy all of your time. The 12-hour cycles is not healthy. It's just not healthy to require, grown people, kids, whoever. You have to do this within this 12 hours or you're going to miss out. That FOMO, right? That fear of missing out. That fear of falling behind and constant dread of, I'm going to not be able to get as many runs in. I won't be able to have as many completions. I'm going to miss out on random drops. I'm not going to be able to get enough souls for the next pack sales that are going to come around once in a blue because the pack system is disgustingly horrible. The good packs only come around on holidays, Black Friday, Christmas, the anniversary. They're not in a constant rotation. It's, here they are out of nowhere, or, here they are for the big upcoming holiday. So if you don't play enough, and if you don't do 1 hour quests, you're not going to have enough souls to actually get something of value because the game intentionally, constantly does not reward you for the amount of time it requires you to get things. Just analyzing that and realizing it just made me realize one very clear thing. It's time to start playing some other games. It really is. It's time. It's time. And so, before I get into it any further, cross your fingers for your boy. Give me my cell back. And let me tell you what I'm going to do next. What I'm going to do when I stop recording on this video is I am going to pick a game right now and just start recording. I'm going to pick a game right now and just start recording. It's not going to be the game you guys think or expect, but I know what I think it needs to be. For a very long time, MK Mobile has been almost a vlog-like, podcast-like series for me. It's not like that for a lot of MK Mobile fans, okay? A lot of MK Mobile fans either want the content creators that are hacking the game, right? The content creators that are teaching you how to do glitches, right? Not my thing. The content creators that are analyzing different talent trees and checking the damage for this and that and adding up the damage numbers and saying this is what you want to do to get 2% more damage on this or 5% more damage on this. That's not me either. The only other content creator in this space that is similar to me in style is Star and Sky. We both have a very similar personality, very similar outlook towards content, and that's, we're here to entertain. We're here to entertain. You know, I say it all the time, like, even if I'm good or bad at the game, my job is to keep it entertaining and fun for you guys. It's never to bog you down with details of you got to do this and that. It's never to give you, you know, a long-winded list of things you got to do this, that, or the third. I'm not going to give you a walkthrough, right? And it's definitely not going to be anything that involves hacking, cheating, exploiting, or anything like that, because I don't do that in any of the games that I play. I don't do that in any of my content or just even in my spare time. I don't hack, cheat, or exploit anything. Not my style, not my thing. Don't support it. I play the games how they were designed to be played. So, you know, when I look at where I fall in the MK Mobile community, kind of seems like most of the community, you know, they want to know how to get 30,000 souls overnight. They want to know every glitch that exists in the game so they can exploit it to the ends of the earth and then get their account banned and then comment on 100 videos of, I don't know how I got my account banned. I was listening to this creator who told me I can do this 2 episodes ago, but I don't know how my account got banned. I don't know what happened. They banned my account out of nowhere. Stop listening to these content creators and streamers that play this game with ridiculous accounts, maxed out everything, when it's very clear that they are not good at the game. It's very clear that they don't understand the game that well. They've obviously cheated. They're obviously hacking. Stop listening to them and stop buying things from them. No content creator, including the Realm Warriors, have access to sell you anything in this game. 0 of them. Not a single person can sell you equipment, souls, or accounts. Every one of those accounts that you guys are buying from these creators are hacked accounts. Please understand that. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to lose your money. Sure, it may be fun to play on a maxed out account for X amount of time or an account stronger than yours for X amount of time, but eventually it's going to get banned. And then you're going to get upset and you're going to go back and try to blame the content creator, and they're going to come back and give you a new account with similar things, and you're never going to have an account that's yours. Just play the game and build up your account however you can. No matter how fast or how slow, trust me, right? And shout out to my boy Man With No Game, because he's been there for longer than I have. But you're going to get to a point in this game where you're getting nothing but sellbacks. And it's going to be so frustrating for you to just even continue to play, to even continue to dedicate your time to this game. So enjoy the glory days of completing Battle 200s and not getting 94 souls and 47,000 coins. Enjoy those glory days while they last, people. I can't explain it, but I've shown you, and if you watch my content, you see it. It is an extremely frustrating experience to constantly play 200 battles for this. It's undescribable. A lot of you experience it. I see all the complaints on Reddit. I see the complaints on Twitter. I see people tagging, you know, other players of the game when they're getting all their sellbacks too. I'm not the only one experiencing this. Maybe it sounds like it because I'm the one making content on it, or I'm the one being vocal in my content and being honest about the game, but I'm definitely not the only person that feels this. And there's no system to combat it. There's no system to avoid it. There's a current band-aid known as the Crypt that requires even more of your time and is boring as hell to play, but it actually gives you results. I'm kind of at the point where there's no point in playing the towers anymore. Like the event towers for me, especially the normal towers, it's at the point where there is no point in playing these towers anymore. My time would be better used strictly doing crypt runs and getting what I can get from the crypt. I know what I'm going to get. I know what it's going to take to get it. and I'm going to be spending a lot less time for a guaranteed diamond, exclusive gold, equipment piece than playing 15 battles every 12 hours on the clock, losing my life away to this game. You know what I'm saying? It's a very time-consuming game. So I say all that to say it's very clear that there's not much left to do in this game. And at this point, it's just kind of like beating a dead horse with a stick, you know? It's a dog chasing its tail. You go around the towers through 200, through 200, through 200, over and over again, praying that you get a diamond, right? There's over 15 diamonds in this game I don't have maxed, and look how many sellbacks I get. The amount of time it would require to even get to a max collection, it's just not time that I'm willing to give this game anymore. So, episode 500 is around the corner. It really is. And even though it won't be the final episode, it's definitely going to be the gear shift episode, because there really isn't much to show in this game anymore. Maybe there will be some upcoming updates that, you know, will re-interest me in dedicating more time to making videos and content on this game. But for the most part, it's time to play other games. And I can only make you guys two promises, okay? One is that when I end this episode, I'm going to start recording a brand new game. Two, it's not the episode most are expecting, well, most of the loyal maniacs that have been following for a while are expecting. But I'm actually going to be starting another series as well before the end of this month. So there are new series coming. It's time. It's time. It's time. I hope my amazing MK Mobile community will continue to support the content when other games debut onto the channel. I really hope you guys stick around and enjoy that ride. MK Mobile content's not going away once again. However, it's time to play other games. It's time to give some of this time that we find ourselves going in circles and getting nothing in this game. It's time to give that to other games, you know? And once again, I really love this MK Mobile community. It was a breath of fresh air that I needed coming from Dead by Daylight. And that community is the most insufferable community in gaming. I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean that wholeheartedly and honestly. The community is insufferable. They'll never be happy. All they do is complain about every little thing. And it's too polarizing, the aspect of killer players versus survivor players. It's just too polarizing. They're constantly going at it. Very negative community. Not a very healthy space to be in as a creator. So MK Mobile, I am indebted to the community I've built in this game, because you guys are so positive, you're so fun. And like I said, for me, this series was never about this game. This was really more of like a podcast and a vlog style series for me. Even though we talk about the game some, we talk about so many other things. And with me coming back from the Bahamas and me coming back from my cruise, I have so much to share, but I have made the decision. I'm not gonna do it with this game running in the background. You know, I'm gonna dedicate an episode to my experience on my cruise and my vacation. I'm gonna make a standalone episode on its own two legs, no gameplay, nothing, you know, as background fodder or whatever you want to call it. And you know, even though I didn't take too much video, maybe I'll share a little something in that episode. But my other new series, I think the format of that game, for the most part, is way more fitting to my style of content. And that's why I kind of pushed it to the front over everything else I was considering playing and honestly everything else I had planned to play. I just think at this moment in time, the content that I have to offer, the commentary that I have to offer would be best suited to a game like that versus what I was originally planning to play next. So that isn't to say those other games that I had on deck aren't coming. It's just they have to take a back seat for now, just like MK Mobile will be taking soon. So once again, love this community. Appreciate you guys for all the support through the years and through almost 500 episodes. It's not the end, but you know, it's time to move on. So ladies and gentlemen, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to leave some love by hitting that like button. If you are new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. Obviously, there's plenty of new content coming. And the very next episode is going to be a breath of fresh air. So, if you want to show extra love, you can do so with the join button and the thanks button. Subscribe if you're new. And if you're excited to see what's next, you'll have to wait until next time with MaineMania.